Last week, Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir said that the number of people that were at the airport to greet Sheikh Hasina was 20 times the number of people that were at the airport to welcome Khaleda Zia. This reminded me of another politician who's also into comparing crowd sizes. Now, I don't know if I should be happy or sad that American politics looks exactly like Bangladeshi politics now. Anyway, both the rally to welcome Khaleda Zia and the one to welcome Sheikh Hasina caused massive public disruption. And besides the humongous economic loss, there might just be terrible human costs to these rallies. Masood Rahman Shamol, a very non-VIP, very regular Bangladeshi, might just end up paying homage with his 9-day-old baby's life. Yes, you heard that right. The ambulance that was carrying Shamol's child was halted by the police at 10 a.m. in the morning at airport intersection because of Sheikh Hasina's motorcade. Even though Shamol pleaded the police, no passage was granted. Now, he does not know whether his child would live or not. See, in our country, laws only exist for people who don't know how to make them or bend them. Our whole legal system is systematically designed to give preferential treatments to very important persons or VIPs. Just because of their VIP-ness, they get to stop all the vehicles on the road when they are passing by, no matter the circumstances of the people who are in those vehicles. Now, you may argue that VIP roadblocks are really necessary because these state officials are always working in some national emergency, and if we don't stop for them, the whole nation would break down into tiny bits and pieces. And I agree with you, we really don't know how to exist as a nation without these VIPs. We've always had some very important persons who are separate from us, who are more important than us, who rule over us and take care of us. I agree with you. In that case, let's look away from VIP roadblocks and look into political demonstrations, because they don't move towards any national emergency other than showing off political prowess, as evident from their sluggish walking speed behind which the whole city has to slowly drive and look at their stupid asses. For example, on April 6, 2017, the Dhaka Metropolitan Police blocked traffic on two of the busiest streets of the city just so Islamic Foundation could hold its rally in Sohrawardi Uddan. And on July 23, 2017, people were stuck in traffic for 2 hours straight because supporters of Irshad were marching down the street, screaming slogans praising the dictator. I mean, where do these people even come up with these ideas? Hold a rally on the street, stop the traffic willy-nilly, scream praises for a dictator? I mean, where do they get their inspiration for these stuff? What rights do these people, these organizations, these politicians and their supporters have to block the roads and cause public inconvenience whenever they want to? I mean, Article 37 of our Constitution does provide right to assembly, but nor does it provide the right to violate the rights of the common people using the power that comes with VIP-ness. See, the whole point of requiring permits for public assembly is not limiting free speech, but making sure that these assemblies don't cause much public inconvenience. But our police don't even seem to consider that. They rather look at an applicant's VIP-ness and decide whether they're going to give the permit or not. And if you have power and connectivity and a nice VIP-ness, you get the permit whenever you want to. After a while, anyone who has a claim to VIP-ness, no matter how big or how small, start to try and live above the law. From July 2016 to July 2017, cases were held against 116,000 vehicles for using the wrong side of the road, which means 323 cases were processed per day because of using the wrong side of the road. I mean, this proves that the people who were driving on the wrong side had no care about the fact that they were driving on the wrong side. Most of these vehicles belonged to government personnel who had some claim to VIPness. People like joint secretaries, deputy ministers, MPs, and high-ranking police officials. You see, going by the books, these people have broken sections 141 and 142 of the vehicular law enacted in 1983, but in reality, they have not broken anything. They have just followed the natural legal tradition of our country that says might is right. So in the end, I just have one thing to say to these people who claim to have huge VIPness. See, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you have grown up hearing stories of white-skinned sahibs who ruled over the entire world, and you have learned to manipulate the legal system to protect the interests of brown-skinned sahibs, and you also always wanted to become one. You wanted to be Rahman Sahib, Osman Sahib, Goni Sahib, Kader Sahib, and I understand your thirst for that. But because of your circus, people, common, regular, non-VIP people are suffering every day. And while you're pretending to have an emergency, these people might just have a real one. This is Aupam Debashis Roy with Dhaka Tribune.